In this week's CBDNN, Brawl students test positive for weed. Again, this is a story that was kind of all over, but we're going to be referring to the Times Live one this evening. Link in the description. Basically, what happened is a week or two ago, there's this viral video of these local kids in SA, high school kids,
high school kids.
in a pretty raunchy role. I haven't even checked it, but I get the feeling it's real world star. So, if you guys want to go see it at your discretion sometime, whatever.
Wasn't in Brackenfell, right?
No, no. But essentially what happened now is there were seven kids involved, and 6 of them have tested positive for weed. So after the fight, they made them do drug tests.
They've done good
I
testing.
bet you the one who didn't test positive is the one who started it in the first place.
And who bought the banky?
He was the one filming it.
Yeah,
I wonder if he filmed it in landscape or...
probably both as they run chasing after. I haven't seen the video either.
So, the story tuned 7 pupils from Eden Glen High School in Johannesburg, filmed during a street brawl, will undergo a disciplinary hearing this Thursday. So that could have been today already. So I don't know if they're home and watching the show yet. They first thought it was 10 pupils, but it turned out just to be the 7. Why they did it, I don't know. The one kid also had a knife on him, but it wasn't used in the fight. It was just for self-protection and that. But even the provincial MEC got involved. And it's so crazy because the fight was over 25 rand.
Oh no.
Times are hard, bro. The thing we may not mention because of the bucks, it's they've knocked people out of their homes, their jobs, it's
Extra tension.
yeah, huge extra tension going on. Plus, December, everybody's always a bit ratty towards the
Silly
end of
season.
the year.
It's been a weird year,
has
I think
been a
people
weird
have
year.
done worse things, eh? So what if a couple of students went carrying on each other,
Yeah.
At least they didn't haul out the knife.
Back in the day, that's
That
how we
shows
used to sort shit
restraint.
out.
Well, that's it. You meet each other
Yeah.
outside after school,
Yeah.
and
There
that's
was
it.
a real
But that's what
issue.
happened, I think, because we all know the story. It's like Barney, or whatever.
But I have to
But then it's
say,
done.
at
Yeah.
at
Then there's no
school,
more.
Yeah.
at school there are kids that do naughty things, all right? And one of those naughty things would be to smoke weed, because it's one of the things that the teachers would probably tell them not to do. So if a naughty pupil gets caught doing something else, it's quite likely that they'll test positive for weed, because that's another naughty thing that they do, right? So the media must not try and pin the blame on the weed here.
And
Although-
not try and say that they were stoned at the time either,
They
because
did it because they were stoned. Because
how
none
long
of that
does
would be
weed stay
true.
in your system?
I've got to
What
say,
if these kids have ADD and their parents have got them on cannabis for like health issues?
so Shoal's pleading #youth off the hook. You're saying #potentially medicinal off the hook. I got one thing I got to say though. Whoever the dealer is at the school deserves a fucking raise.
yeah,
6 out of 7 oaks, bro.
dude.
He's got the
Clearly
school
got
cornered.
it. Yeah, he's got it. He's got it covered. Maybe it's 1 or 2 oaks. Maybe they have their own turf
Yeah.
wall that they fucking deal with every now and
Adcock
then.
Ingram needs to
What
hire
if
this
it was a
lighty.
turf war thing?
A turf war, eh?
Oh. Well, I know of parents that allow their kids to smoke weed because it helps them to focus when they study, you know?
Indeed, exactly.
I don't know about that one.
But maybe I relate with Shoulder, but yeah, high school is about youth and you experiment and, not everything else that they did would have potentially showed up as well. But there could be far more worse things than a bit of weed.
Yeah, like cigarettes and alcohol.
But it definitely destroys the stereotype that stoners are mellow,
I know. Come on, guys. It's very disappointing.
Don't
Please
fight.
don't make me go into mom mode.
Sometimes we dawn on each other as well, though.
Well, when someone needs a bit of a PK, they get it, no matter what.
Yeah.
Stoners can definitely take care of their own if they need to. They might be looked as if they're passive. I mean, a lot of big bodybuilders and fighters, a lot of fighters smoke weed. And just because they smoke weed doesn't mean that they can't defend themselves.
The Joe Rogan
Or
effect,
get
bro.
rolled.
Look at the Diaz brothers.
Joe Rogan loves fighting. I mean, he does the MMA, whatever, UFC, whatever
Mike Tyson?
things. Yeah, exactly.
He's about to
The
end
Diaz
some
brothers, I think the
people's
Diaz
lives.
brothers,
Yeah,
they
the
are.
Diaz
Yeah,
brothers.
the Diaz brothers, they're big into smoking and they open with it and they say that it helps them post recovery
Yeah.
after matches, after training. It's what it is, and a lot
But-
of
Maybe these kids planned it. Maybe they were clean and they're like, Oaks, we're getting into a Barney today. I checked Diaz's Twitter. He tunes, the weed help, the scaife helps for the recovery. So maybe they were taking it preemptively. So you say medicinal, you say youth, I say performance enhancement.
Yeah.
Doping.
There we go.
Sure.
Shame. I wonder how their parents have reacted to all of this.
I think they're laughing at them, you bunch of idiots. You got fucking taken for 25 rand roll, and now look at you, you dumb boosters. Seriously,
Now
like,
they
are you
know you
actually
smoke
joking?
weed.
I think it's, I think it's such a stupid.
All right,
thing.
maybe one dad's miffed though, because maybe they were scaling his weed.
Maybe. And now they're doing investigation. Where'd you get the weed from? Where'd you get the weed from?
They say there's investigation, and they say they're also investigating because they realized that some of the kids in the video weren't even registered in the school, but are in the school.
Nice.
So they figure out that the school's also, I'm not gonna lie.
So it's completely the school administration's fault.
Yeah,
In all parts, yes.
Going
They fault.
wishy-washy now.
absolutely.
You should have turned around and said, right, boys, are you inside the school or outside the school?
Yeah.
Outside the school, okay. Are you in school uniform? Yes. You're getting a
Then
jack
you get
for
in
that.
trouble. Yeah.
A jack.
Sort your shit out outside the school and don't come back until it's sorted.
Don't
I mean,
fight on
how
the
is it
ground.
that
Don't
kids
fight on
that
the
are
ground,
not...
go outside and fight. Take your school shirt off when you fight.
Exactly.
Done. I don't want to hear about
Joe
it.
is
Yeah.
right. The teachers and the parents are responsible because they allowed it to happen.
In this time, in this year, with all this stuff going on, how the hell are kids that are not registered at the school getting through the front gate? This is
Well,
why my
our
child is
schools
never
aren't
going
like
near
America.
a school.
We don't
Our
have
schools
like
aren't jacked like that.
we don't have like security guards at every front door that's checking. The security guards in South Africa, they see a car and they just open the boom.
Yep. Don't even ask.
They're boom operators, not
Regardless,
security
it's not
guards.
exactly. That's it.
Well,
There's
some
no
boom
actual-
operator. Who's got a
there's,
boom?
there's no like intention to do the good of check the class. They'll check the school or anything.
And who does a boom stop?
When I arrived at my high school, I wasn't registered either.
Cool.
These things happen, man. Kids are in the schools
If
are
you wear
getting by.
uniform, no one will know.
Yeah, and also so I got to say this. I know we're all saying the kids must sort it out and that whatever. I don't want to go too much into it, but I've seen a lot of high school fights end badly.
Yes.
And I've had front row seats, and I've also regretted some of the fights I got into in that era because in the moment you do fight to win.
Yep.
So it could go badly. So it is sad ultimately. How relevant the weed should be in the story, I don't know. It's so weird. Why does it need to always be the dacha?
No,
Yeah.
exactly. The fact that they mentioned it just makes crap journalism.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They
They're
had to
searching
find
for a
something.
reason.
There we go. They couldn't have just taken the fact that these kids are fighting because of poverty. The fact that they have no money and the one kid told 25 rand from him
Which
and
is
now
the
they
gimmick,
fight.
Ruth. Hey, dude, let's roll for $50. Come, me and you.
Okay, also, let's face it, if there was a story about 5 school kids fighting, who cares? Would it even make the newspapers?
No.
Let's add dacha to make it more potent.
Yeah.
Fuck, that morning I woke up, it was Tuesday
You
or
know what I
whatever.
think?
I went onto my news scroller and that story was on like 5 websites,
Because that was a fucking bored journalist that had fucking
Yeah.
no work and they just found something to make a fucking
It's
story.
actually
from.
a
They're
stupid
actually
story.
pathetic.
25
They're pathetic
rand.
for doing that. For them putting that out there, they
Pack of smokes, man. Pack of cheap smokes.
But I guess that they're just reporting on what happened at the school.
Exactly.
So it boils back down to the school.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Times Live rather publish us a good
Close-minded
article on the
shitbusters.
in the cannabinoid system.
I don't remember the last time I saw anything good on that website. So
Yeah. Maybe the school pulled a false flag attack because they low-key work for the piss testers.
To get a kickback of $30 per
Yeah.
test.
Maybe these kids didn't even know they were high. They'll be
That's more
microdosed in the
believable.
tuck shop.
that's more
Yeah.
believable than them
Yes.
being poor and
This is-
fighting over
yeah.
25 rand.
I like this one.
Yeah.
I like this. I like
That's
this.
way
That's
more
not,
believable.
that's
And
not
they
far
staged
out
it.
there. That's
Yeah.
not far out there. Because I remember being tested in school and those things were expensive.
It's subliminal advertising.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And someone was paying for them. Who's getting the tender for those tests?
Big piss test. Big truck test. It's like the low-key prison industrial complex.
And the rugby coach most probably gets the tender.
The rehabs make so much money out of weed, and 99% of it is not necessary.
Yeah. Oh, guys, it's interesting times. The last note, Jay, in the article was very reassuring. They say the department's psychological support team was sent to the school to counsel affected pupils.
Yay.
They've never seen
Stop
a little
fighting.
brawl.
They should have just dished out CBD for their anxiety and got on with their fucking lives. Please remember to vote in this week's Zol poll. Do you mix your own grow mix? Hell no, faux show. So. Like, share, subscribe. #Hotbox show on the socials. Is there